What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Blood on the Razor Wire TV. We're going into Baltimore again today with a brother that's a Native American. We're going to talk to him about the life that he lived, some of the things that he's experienced. I think this brother's been shot a few times, but he was living that street life. But now he's got his life together. But anyway, Tano, tell the people who you are. Talk a little bit about you, bro.
Well, my name's Dean Tonto Cox. I go by Tonto, from Baltimore, Maryland. 43 years old. Born and raised here in Baltimore. If you're from Baltimore and ask me where I'm from, I would say East Side, I would East Baltimore. Somebody on the outside, I'm the Fells Point area of Baltimore City, the party life.
There are
Only a couple blocks away.
Are there a lot of Native Americans in that area?
At one time, when I was probably early 80s, there was about 20,000 here in the area. As I got older with drugs, and our tribe came from North Carolina. So my family, my grandmother, my mom, and my dad, they migrated back in like 1960s, come up here for work. And at one time, man, we were known as it was known as the reservation around here. A street called Baltimore Street and Broadway. A lot of Native Americans. When I got older, a lot of them got hooked on drugs, and a lot of the families moved back to North Carolina to the farm life.
Well, what was it like for you growing up in Baltimore, man?
Well, for me, see, my grandmother started the Baltimore American Indian Center down here close to my house. Having that, it gave me cultural awareness. And you learn about your culture. Since all my family's pretty much in North Carolina, and me growing up in the city with different types of people, you had to learn more about your history and who you are. As far as the identity, man, it was rough because going to school, I was called Chinese. I got a lot of Chinese jokes, man. I mean, Ching Chong Chong was probably my nickname without me knowing, people thinking I'm mixed. Now people think I'm Spanish. I'd hang around some of my black friends, like, hey, what's your dad black, your mom white? And a lot of the other kids thought I was Chinese, man. So trying to fit in, my older brother listened to hard rock and roll. My other brother listened to country music. And I had a sister that's 9 years older than me. She was into the rap music, hung in the hoods around the way. So I kind of hung with her and picked up her style a little bit more to fit in.
You were kind of like listening to the Paul Wall. I see the gold teeth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, when they were hot, they came and go, bro. I pretty much grew up on Jay-Z, Tim McGraw, Nirvana, and Leonard Skinner, bro. My playlist is all over.
Let's talk a little bit about your life, though, and a life of crime. And I know you've been shot. What were you shot over?
Well, I've been shot 3 different occasions. One time I was shot. A couple of my buddies that got into something late night. They stopped at my house around like 1 a.m. And whatever they got into, somebody was following them. Dude stood up the end of the corner. I'm sitting on the steps with my pregnant girlfriend, and all my buddies was around me, man. It was crazy because I'm in the middle sitting on the steps. Everybody else is standing up. And somebody stood at the top of the corner and just fired into the crowd, bro. And one of the bullets it just happened to hit me. I jumped on top of my kid's mother. First, we thought it was like firecrackers because I guess it was so far away. Caught me in my leg, which weren't nothing too heavy, And then this was 2001. So fast forward to 2005, Halloween, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, man. The dude had a mask on, so I could it boils down to what I feel. I bought my little brother a moped scooter, and he riding around. I told him, look, bro, you know where you're at. I mean, we grew up by John Hopkins Hospital, one of the main hospital. John Hopkins is worldwide known, one of the 1 or 2 best hospitals in the world. We grew up 2 blocks away from that. In my little area, 2 blocks down is the projects. 2 blocks up is the projects. 2 blocks over is the projects. So we're that little neighborhood where the project kids used to cut through thinking we had money because we didn't live the way they live. Nah, no, bro, we broke too. We just happen to live in a regular neighborhood, not no projects. And I had it rough growing up, bro. Like they would come through, we would get I never really been robbed. It would be like we're playing baseball. A kid would walk up and say, "Hey, man, let us play. Let us play." Like, nah, bro, you ain't playing, man. And we're familiar with each other. Finally, you give in. They make you feel bad. You hand them the bat. They turn the bat on you and take all your baseball equipment, your bikes. You know they take your bikes from you. You go on. You can't leave a bike in, and you can't leave a bike out front for 2 seconds, man. They steal your bikes. So they would come through, man, and give us hell. I fought back one time with them, and just so happened I went to school with a lot of these kids. So I was getting jumped. 6th grade, first couple months of school, I was getting jumped on a bus. So I had it rough. My older brothers was in prison, so I ain't had nobody to go and say, hey, I had a dad, but my dad was kind of wild, so I didn't want to never tell my dad what was going on. I didn't want him to, overreact on something. So I never really told nobody, but I would run home from school, man. I got chased home. My whole middle school was rough, bro, like real rough. Because I didn't have nobody really like me to really be with. A lot of the natives lived in a different area, so I didn't go to school with them. So I had it rough then, and it just made me tough, bro, because I didn't want to stay in the house. So going outside, you have to have some type of toughness. And I didn't have my brothers when I was in the jam. So with my little brother, something happened with him, I'm there. I take it personal. Like I didn't have an older brother around. So
I wanted to get to, because I know we were talking about the
that's
shootings.
where I'm at. This is
Okay.
leading up to that. I bought him a scooter, moped scooter. We were at the little bar hanging out, and he was like, "Yeah, we're going to get some chicken wings." I said, "Hey, bro, chicken wings, the best wings is in the bad spots, up in the hood." So I said, "Look, bro, go, be careful, going up there. Scooter, you would get killed over a scooter here, or moped and stuff, dirt bikes. It will kill you over that. It's like you driving a Mercedes Benz or something." So he goes to the store. Somebody hit him in the face with a basketball, knocked him off the scooter. After I told him be careful, he runs back to where we were at. We run back up to the spot where it happened. I didn't see nobody. So I went to work the next day, and it bothered me so bad, man. I just knew my brother was scared, and it just bothered me. Everybody was talking me out of it, like, bro, leave it alone. Don't go up there. Don't go back in that hood. Don't go up there. So I got off work, went and got me a little shorty, an old granddad 100 proof, threw that back to get my nerves going. Smoked me a little piece of blunt. I started walking up to the hood. So this is about maybe 9 blocks from where I live at, where the incident happened. So on my way up there goes the dude, rode right by me. It was like destined. This guy rode right by me on my moped. I said, "Oh shit!" So I run back down. Back then, this was 2005, so there really weren't cell phones. I ran to the payphone. I called my dad. I say, "Look, I found my moped. I found a moped. I'm going to get it." "Oh, don't. You better not go up there messing with them people. Them people's going to hurt you." I say, "Look, my mind's made up." He said, "Well, look, if you're going to go, I'll come get you." So my dad basically tried to talk me out of it. It wasn't happening. So he was like, "I don't want to." I couldn't walk in the neighborhood and leave out. So I figured if I could get a ride up there, I'd be all right. So we pull up in the van. They had a breakaway basketball rim. Nice day in October, summertime, like not summer, October, nice summer day. The whole hood's out. There goes my moped in the middle of the little crowd. They're out there playing basketball in the middle of the street. Probably 11, 12 guys. And I got out the van. My dad said, "Look, if anything happens, lean up against the wall. I'll drive on the sidewalk. I'll run them over." So, my dad's ready to roll, bro. So I get out, man, and they're all looking at me. what you doing? What up? Like, what's up? I said, look, bro, y'all had my moped for 2 days. Y'all had fun with it. I'm taking it back. Now they're trying to pump each other up. Like, you gonna let them take it? You going like, I guess they figured I had something on me to go up there by my, like that's a kamikaze mission, bro. And so I walk through the crowd. They done messed my wires up and everything. So I get on the moped. I'm already leaning, thinking somebody's going to hit me. I weren't going to try to fight back. I was going to take a punch. I was just fueled. So I jump on the moped. They surround me. I fix the wires and I take off, bro. About 2 hours later, I'm sitting in my yard and get my hair braided. I'm sitting back, that's one of the most relaxing things. It's like you sitting between a girl's legs and she's rubbing your hair. Your mind's somewhere else. And my mom's yard's kind of pushed back, so we have a little front yard. And dude snuck around, had a mask on, like a regular Halloween mask. 5:30 in the afternoon, Halloween. I don't know how many times one of my homeboys jumped up on me with a mask. Ever happened to you? One of your friends pop up with a mask,
Usually
So I
didn't have
look up,
friends. I usually didn't have friends with masks popping up on me, but go ahead.
Halloween. Halloween. Somebody come with us.
Okay, well, Halloween, yes, my fault.
Yeah,
Halloween,
that's
yes.
this is Halloween. So I look up. I guess my buddy with me taps me on my leg or something. The girl's still braiding my hair, and I look up, and dude's just on my gate looking at me like this, but he's like 5 feet away, man, and just staring at me. And I didn't see he had the gun tucked like that. And when I looked, bro, he put it straight to my head. I'm talking about when he reached over my gate, a foot and a half away from my head. Boom! The gun went off. I don't know what happened, but when I jumped up, it caught me right here. It didn't hit me in the head where he had it pointed to hit me. It's like God, bro. Like God intervened. My buddy said I spent around. I went to run into the house. Dude unloaded, man, hit me probably. The doctor counted like 11 times, but I think they counted like an in and out a couple places. So I didn't claim 11. I probably say about 8 times I got hit then. So it's like one in the leg before 2001, then about 8 times Halloween. And before I could even heal up, bro, 4 months later, I got shot again.
Hey, let me talk about dude hitting you up though. Over your scooter, this dude comes back and shoots you because you took your shit back. Isn't that? I mean, we live in a crazy world, man.
It's a crazy world. Only thing I could think of is the guy I took it from wasn't the guy who took it from our brother. 2 days, man, that thing's done been passed around. Who knows? I go up in their hood around everybody that's out. I mean, half the neighborhoods out there around the basketball rim. It's a pride thing, I guess. Pride is what led me to go take that scooter back. Pride's probably what made that dude come kill me because he had to hear from his homeboys like, yo, you let him just come take. I don't know, but over that simple, and it made sense because everybody tried to talk me out of it, man. And then
Hey,
when I was on
hey,
my
I
way
want to
up there,
know. I want to know what he hit you with.
I got hit with a 9.
8 times
Got
and
hit
you
with a 9.
survived.
I hope I did, man. Unless I'm the ghost. I survived, bro. One hit me in my chest, came out my underarm. Uh, one hit me in my kneecap, caught me in my kneecap. If it would have went more center, it'd have probably blew my kneecap out. Blew out both my ankles. The one leg, it's like 5 bullets, and that one leg, they all went through. They had to cut one out. So I got a scar from my ankle to my kneecap. They had to fix the blood vessels. I had emergency surgery, man. They came out and told my mom they were running into problems. So I had these burns on my feet, I guess where they were trying to check my nerves or see if I had feeling or something, but they thought they were going to have to take my leg off. Uh, they told my mom that I would be crippled, that I'd be dragging my leg. I went through so much therapy, man. I was in a wheelchair for months, like 5, maybe like 3-4 months. As soon as I got out the wheelchair, I got shot again.
You get
So,
shot. Man, what's going on, bro? What are you, a bullet magnet? What's going on, man?
bro, you know, for that bullet to go through the whole crowd of people that I've told you about, I think I am, man. It's crazy. But that it did something to my brain, bro. Like I would fight. I had assault charges, drinking, uh, Movado, ego all the time. So but I would fight, man, get it in. If I run into like a sale, had guns or something, I'd get them to where nobody in my neighborhood would have them, and then I'd get rid of them. I never carried the guns and stuff because I just didn't always believe the drugs and the gun give you a whole nother charge, man. So the way I hustle, bro, I kind of didn't need the pistol where I was at. So, but after that, bro, I'm riding around in a wheelchair. I got the sawed-off shotgun. I got 2 little 25s on me. I'm riding around, man, like my mind was gone, bro, because they came to my mother's house and my son's was in that room. So, like, my son was in that house when they shot me. If I'd have died, I fell into the living room floor where my mother and father, my 2 kids is at. So they would have seen me dead. My son was on his way to that front door, and my mom said his pants fell down because his belt came loose. And she said, hey, come here, let me fix your belt. Go show your dad your Halloween costume. And when he came back to my mom said that's when she heard the pop, 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 pop. She heard all the commotion outside. I fell into the door. My mom's like, are they shooting at you? I remember just telling her, like, Mom, I'm shot all over. And that messed me up. From like my family had to see that. You come to my house. It was war, bro. And after that, my charges got worse, and my attitude was like, somebody's gonna kill me. So I love life, but I felt like I was going to die. I just wanted to make sure that everything was right. This time you're gonna have to work to kill me, you know.
About the next time, I mean, the last time you get shot, what's that over?
Next time, uh, it fell back. Let me see how I can say this without statute of limitations. But it fell back on some things that I got into after me running around with 2-3 pistols on me and stuff. In the wheelchair, trying to be on some get back. My mom lived at the same place for 50 years. Nobody else. I don't know where these people live. I'm fighting a battle, bro, by myself. Nobody wanted to hang around with me as I kept getting shot. Like, I kind of isolated myself too because I don't want nobody to be with me and something happen. I could probably get hurt worse trying to defend the person with me or trying to than me being alone. I know I could be on some Steven Seagal stuff by myself. I just thought I could beat the world, man. And I realized like my mom didn't want to move, and what helped my mom not wanting to move made the police think that I'm on the same type of stuff that happened to me, that I'm ditching it back out, because who in her right mind hangs in the same neighborhood by themselves after all this happened? You know, my mom didn't want to move. So
So you get shot, the last time you get shot, how many times they hit you?
I was in a bar. Man, we was having a good night, man. I popped I think I took a half an ecstasy pill, and me, my little brother, my kid's mom was working the bar. We weren't together. Her sister, the bar had closed. The bars closed at 2 o'clock around here. So this was about maybe 2:30. They locked the door. We were still in there drinking, smoking. And how things work out, man. I'm sitting at the bar. I think I had a Adidas track jacket. I had the gun in my pocket. I went nowhere without it. And I go to walk to the bar door, flick a cigarette. And the boy's walking by, bro, and I hit him with the cigarette by accident. Like I just flicked it out the door without looking. Hit the boy, wound up being, I can say his name right, Bam, wound up being my buddy Bam Bam. I said, Dad, Bam Bam, my bad. And as I'm talking to Bam Bam, I see a blue car, bro, creep around and go down the street the bar's on the corner, so I'm on the side door, not the front side, not the front door. I watched the car go and turn. I seen it. I remember the car, but I didn't pay it no mind. I didn't know. And I looked out my peripheral, bro, and here's like 5 dudes rushing me. I'm thinking 5 guys. Ain't nobody gonna come up and shoot you, bro, with 5 people. That's too many eyewitnesses, too many mouths that can tell. You don't do no mission, bro, with 5 people. So I'm thinking they gonna fight. I don't know why, but I'm thinking they're going ready to fight. I'm about to kick this bar door. Y'all want to fight? I got some boys in here too. We can get it on. And the boy came at me real slick, man. And he was like, hey man, so-and-so was telling me about and right when he said that, it dawned on me like, who the hell was he talking? And my instinct kicked in and I went to turn around and run into that bar, man. And this dude pulled out it was a 4-5. He pulled this joint out, bro, and all I heard was the loudest thunder. Don't, 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 don't. Hit me in my back, that close to my spine. Came out my side. Another one hit me in my leg. So I ran into the bar. I think they're coming behind me. I run, scoop my little brother, and run with him into the bathroom. That way, if they came in, he ain't getting shot. And everybody in the bar ran into the bathroom with us. So now we're all in this little 1-stall bathroom, and I'm looking, bro, and there's blood everywhere, man. That one hurt me because when I got hit on Halloween, I didn't bleed like it. Just hit my spleen, hit my kidney, my lungs was collapsing. It hit all my organs, man. It when they say aired out, it aired me out. I weighed 173. In 5 days, I weighed 147 in the hospital, man. It that hurt me. And after that, I calmed my ass down.
Yeah, she does. I mean, you were out there hustling. Were you involved in the street life though? I mean, you were out there getting money.
Yeah, well, I grew up in a family, bro. There were 7 of us, 7 siblings. Me, I have a younger brother, 7 years younger than me, a sister 9 years older than me, and 2 older brothers that's like 15, 16 years older than me, some older sisters. They're all close to the same age, but they all got me by like 13, 14, 15 years. And they were all on drugs except for my one sister, man, and my little brother. My family's on drugs, my dad's brother's on drugs, his wife. So my uncle, all the people that I kind of looked up to, man, when I got older, I realized when they would travel, they would have less and less stuff. They'd have one trash bag, then it would turn into a Walmart bag. That's everything they own, man. So my uncle kind of broke it down to me, man. He said, look, in this family, you either got hustlers or you got addicts. And my brothers was going to these neighborhoods where I went and got the moped back. They would go up that way, up the hill, they call it. And they would get robbed, man, beat up, locked up. So I figured if I could get the drugs, they ain't had to go up there. They could just come to me. I was around the people that sold it. I had a lot of people tell me, like, bro, you're always around. You might as well, you're around more than they are. You might as well get on. So like 14, man, I started hustling. It was too easy because the guy put us on. He gave all the little kids in the neighborhood. His homeboy messed with my sister. So they were from West Baltimore. They would come hang over around by my sister's house. And he put the neighborhood kids on. So I'm like begging him, come on, bro, put me on. He gave me a pack and I think it was like 1,000 pills. I get $100 off of 1,000 pills. So my peoples will watch me in the window. So I would just sit on the street, man, and just
Let me stop you for a minute. So really, man, you're out there hustling for $100. Your life was worth $100 at that time, right?
Well, I was 14. It was too easy. It's like, here, take this. They're coming regardless. So I think it was more like, let the kids sell it where we don't get in trouble. They looked out for me. I never had an issue. The only time a police would come to the little alley.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about your life. Your life was worth $100, man. That's what you were making. And I'm saying that because I want some 14-year-old kid that's watching this show right now to realize $100 ain't shit.
Yeah, I got you. I was thinking more of my mind frame at 14. I got you. Yeah, risking my life for $100. Exactly. Um, the most excited thing I believe was I bought a pair of Deion Sanders, the Nike turf shoes. First thing I bought with him, man, with the money. And that didn't last long. He put on a couple dudes and it made the whole neighborhood hot. They had a little gang that the neighborhood gave them a name. So once he put them on, a cop would come through if a car was double parked in the alley. That was it. After he put them on, bro, in 3 days, the whole block burnt down. So my mom stopped letting me go up there. I'd hang with little buddies and stuff, man. I'd help them pitch packs and stuff. But when I got about 17, 18, man, I really started hustling. A lot of dudes in the neighborhood went to jail. And I ran into a connect, man. A dude I went to school with. Hey, the best connect. The white boys connects, man. They had the best stuff, cheapest price. Had somebody that could cook it. That's where my downfall was. I would always get it already together. Once I found somebody that could cook it, it was on. Everybody in my neighborhood was locked up. It was free for all. It was me and one other dude in the neighborhood, man, and we jammed. But I tell you what saved me, I kept a job. Always had a job since I was like 14, 15. Summer jobs, bus boying. It started from me going to work with my dad at 7, 8 years old. So I always kept a job. I'd make $5.25 an hour, get off work. They'd had an idea what time I came home. Man, I had lines like I was selling smack. You know, I'd go around the corner. Hey, man, they waiting for you up here. I'd go up there. So I'd probably make $500-600 before I could take a shower. And I never stayed out late. I had rules to it, man, because I seen what it did to my family. I see you say that a lot, man. I watch you, bro. I really do. I was watching your video when you called me early. It bothered me. I would talk to these people. Like I had a guy that would come. He probably had like $2,000 a week, and after a couple months, he'd leave with like 100-200 bucks. But at first, he's only spending like $100. I mean, he come with like $2,000. He might spend $100 and then go home. After a couple months, he's leaving with 200. Then it got to where he's owing me, and I'm like, bro, what is you like? This ain't the way. And people would tell me like, bro, you ain't are you a counselor or you selling it? So I always had that. My conscience always, even when I was doing it, bro, it bothered me, man. I just did it because
Did
it
you stop
was.
hustling? Was it the last time you got shot?
Nah, you know what, man? When all that was going on, I wasn't. Well, I think one out of them times, maybe one time I was in the game deep, but none of that had nothing to do with me hustling. You know, there was that had to do with my attitude more than hustling. That ain't had nothing to do with it, man. What it was, my connect got locked up. I tried to get something else and it was garbage. I tried again, it was garbage. Before I knew it, I done bought 4.5 2 times and really didn't make nothing. I said, man, you know what? A couple other people that everybody was dealing. See, back when I hustled, bro, everybody didn't have it. You had the one connect who you deal with on a regular. You had the other person who had good stuff, but they had high prices. And then you had the other person who was iffy. You might get something good, you might not. And
That's how the game
once
works, no matter where you're at.
yeah. And I made good money, man. I had like maybe like 20 some thousand put up. My son was just turned 1. So I was 17, had a baby, man. So everybody told me how hard it was going to be. I really got on my grind then. And around that time, like I said, most the dudes in my neighborhood had it jamming. I would hang out with them and just sell packs and stuff just to make a couple $100 a day. But once they all went to jail, I got a good connect. Me and my buddy Butchie, bro, we both bought an 8-ball one day. I sold mine, he smoked his. I bought another one, he wound up buying it from me. And then next thing you know, I started jamming. He went away wherever he was doing. He's still out in the streets. God bless him. And it was easy for me to hustle, bro. Like it was just seemed like it was easy. I think the police fell back because they ain't want the project kids coming in our neighborhood hustling. They would tear the whole neighborhood up. People weren't getting killed. Nobody was getting robbed. Everything was kind of cool, man. And I believe the police kind of fell back when I was up there hustling. I hustled out of the house, but I worked, and my rules was after 1 o'clock, I'm going in the house, and I'm not staying out to 5, 6 in the morning. to get all the money. All money ain't good money. But I had to work in the morning. So I not, you know it, man. You hustle that. You got to stay up all night.
What it
I
is,
never
man.
was
And
the
you know
type.
what? I'm glad that I don't live that life no more, and I'm glad you don't. How long you been out of the game, bro?
Back in 2013, man, the crooked police task force, Baltimore City. I don't know if you heard about them, the gun trace task force. They were harassing, and they locked me up, man. I got a gun charge and a bulletproof vest charge. I sat over city jail for a whole year fighting my charge, and I went to court. It got thrown out because the probable cause for them to raid my house was an empty sandwich bag with nothing ripped off, no residue, no nothing. They found an empty sandwich Glad bag that's in everybody's house in America. A regular bag in the garbage they raided my house. So that's the type of shit they were doing. They would do that to try to find money, and then they were ripping people off. So
They all went to
after that
jail, right? They all went to prison, right?
they all went to prison. They all, I think Herschel got the main one who was harassing me got 25 years. And there was two of them out that group though. I don't even have to go to jury duty no more because of them. I never got no money, but I don't have to go to jury duty no more because of me getting arrested by them. So, but they came to my house after I got out of that, man. They came to my house one day, bro, and was like, went inside my mom's house, man, and was just like handcuffed me, took me to the front yard, told my mom to come outside, and was like, look, your son's a piece of shit. He's all he wants to do is sell drugs. He's this age. He's never going to change. Just like give up on him. And they said when we come back, we're gonna lock him up. We're gonna start locking your mom up. And bro, that I told him. I told the guy, I said, you know what, bro, this is a scared straight thing right here. You will never have to worry about me no more. And I'm sure they're like, oh yeah, whatever, bro. We're gonna get you tomorrow. But I stopped after that, man. I want to put my mind through that.
So look, man, now, I know you spent that time down there, them cats arrested you. We're probably gonna do a little story on them Baltimore cops that got arrested, a true crime series over here. But
Yeah.
before we get ready to go, I know you're a father. I know you're working a job now. You got a little 5-year-old son that you take care of. Anything you want to say before we get ready to go?
Yeah, man. I can say, bro, no matter what you're going through, put your faith in God. No matter who sees what you're doing, the universe see that. Whatever you put out there, man, it's gonna come back to you. If it ain't called karma, it's called life, it's called something. Just do right. Spread love. If you're worrying about something missing in the world, be that what's missing. Can't find a good person, be one. But put your faith in God, man, he can get you through all things. And I appreciate you, man, for real. I watch your shows every day. It's crazy to me talking to you, man, because you on my playlist all day at work, man. I'm telling you.
Well, listen, man, I appreciate you reaching out to me. And, it ain't always just about the prison story. It's about that street story because there's young dudes out there. And let you be an example, bro. Shot 3 different times, man.
Over pride, bro.
Your pride could cost you your life. So many young dudes. And I had a dude that had sent me a video of a young dude, man, that was in a hospital bed. And I put it up as a short where he's laying there shot like, yo, all my friends are gone. I'm paralyzed from the waist down. I'm only 21 years old, and this is my life. So maybe someone will be watching today and be like, you know what? Some kid in Baltimore, whether he's African American, whether he's Hispanic, whether he's Native American or Chinese like you. Native American. But no matter what, man, maybe someone's listening and they'll say, you know what, man? I don't want to be the dude laying in the bed. I don't want to be that dude, man, getting shot while my kids are there or in front of my mother. You know what I mean?
Bro, it takes one bullet, man. It takes one bullet. That's it.
Well, so look, Tonto, man, I appreciate you coming on. Appreciate you sharing your stories and experiences. I'm going to tell people, man, if you like what we're doing, someone might have to, someone might need to hear this one. Someone might have to hear this one. But anyway, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. You know what we're doing. It's real and it's raw with respect. Blood on the Razor Wire TV. Until tomorrow, we're out.